Welcome everybody to break 18012. This is our 25-26 Series 1 12-tin case random. Alright, 32 participants in this break. We have Paul, PB, Paul, Aaron, PB, Paul, PB, Brian, Terrelyn, Aaron, Toronto 1969, Stephen, Toronto 1969 in there twice. Paul, Aaron, Daniel, Big Pappy, Jeffrey, Farsangi, Aaron, Mike, Daniel, Paul, Stephen, True North, Brad, Eradicator, Paul, and Brad. We got Paul at the top, down to Brad at the bottom. Paul at the top, down to Brad at the bottom. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Big Pappy down to Jeffrey. Big Pappy down to Jeffrey. Grabbing our teams Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. 1. The one with Utah. There we go. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim, Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Vegas down to Winnipeg. Vegas down to Winnipeg. Here we go with your teams. Big Pappy Vegas, Brian Philadelphia, Daniel Toronto, Eradicator Boston, True North Pittsburgh, PB San Jose, Paul Florida, PB Utah, Aaron with Edmonton, Toronto with the Rangers and Carolina, Brad with Nashville, Stephen with Columbus, Toronto with Minnesota, Stephen with Dallas, Farsangi, Chicago, and the Islanders, Brad with Los Angeles, Daniel Detroit, Aaron with Montreal, Paul with Buffalo, Mike with Colorado, Paul with Washington and Anaheim, Paul with Seattle, Aaron with St. Louis, Terrelyn Tampa, Aaron with New Jersey, Paul with Vancouver, Aaron with Ottawa, PB Calgary, and Jeffrey with Winnipeg. A couple of minutes for trades. Another minute or so for trades. Our last call. Last call for trades. All right, here we go. On what? The Young Guns? I think it's 3, isn't it? 2 to 3? I think it's 2 to 3. Yeah. The blasters, I think, are 1 or 2, but I think the pins are 2 or 3. We'll see. Let's measure it. Let's count them. Glossy Alex Ovechkin for Washington. Andrei Vasilevsky Tracking Systems and Dougie Hamilton Portraits. Miro Heiskanen Encore for Dallas. Evander Kane Bustle. Young Guns Quinn Hudson for the Edmonton Oilers. That's 1. Canvas of Thomas Harley, Dallas. Zane Perrick, Glossy for Calgary. Timo Meier Cup Quest. Tracking Systems Joseph Wool, Rodrigo Abels, Young Guns for Philadelphia. That's our second one. Matty Beniers, Seattle. Zane Perrick Glossy for Calgary. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen Encore. Sizzle Reel of Leo Carlson. Jacob Slavin, Canvas for Carolina. Our third Young Gun, Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. And Erik Karlsson, Compositions. Gabe Perreault, Glossy for the Rangers. Sizzle Reel of Dakota Joshua. Goal-oriented Connor McDavid. It's a good value way to get the Young Guns. Jake Ottinger Encore. Patrick Laine, Juraj Slafkovsky. And a fourth Young Gun, Jack Finley for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So there you go, 4 Young Guns in that tin. And our Dazzlers pack, Owen Tippett for Philadelphia, Martin Necas, orange for Colorado, and Connor Bedard, orange Dazzlers for Chicago. There's 6 in the hobby boxes. Yeah, hobby boxes have 6. But in the tins, you can't get the exclusives, the high glosses, or the clear cut. They're hobby only. Mark Stone Glossy for Vegas, Wyatt Johnston Encore, and Jacob Markstrom, New Jersey. Anthony Duclair for the Islanders Canvas, Jacob Quillen, Young Guns for Toronto, and Matthew Barzal Compositions. Nick Suzuki Glossy for Montreal, Sizzle Reel of Leo Carlson, Leon Draisaitl Portraits. JT Miller Encore for the Rangers, Sizzle Reel of Dakota Joshua. 2 hits in that one. 2 hits in that pack. Tage Thompson Glossy for Buffalo, Eichel and Mark Stone Compadres, and David Pastrnak Compositions. Tracking Systems Charlie Lindgren for Washington, Arturi Levshinov, Young Guns for Chicago, and Kirill Kaprizov Goal Oriented. Keanu Miller Canvas for the Rangers, Nick Suzuki Gold Glossy, and Quinn Hughes Portraits, Vancouver. Bustle Jesper Bratt, Joakim Kemmel, Young Guns for Nashville, and Tage Thompson Cup Quest. So we had 3 in that one. So first tin had 4, that tin had 3. Red Dazzlers, Brant Clark, LA, Noah Osland, Buffalo, and Cole Caulfield, orange for Montreal. Markstone Glossy for Vancouver, Tyler Bertuzzi Bustle, and Alex Ovechkin Goal Oriented. Noah Osland Encore for Buffalo, Tracking System Stuart Skinner and Artem Levshinov. Young Guns for Chicago. Matthew Barzell, Canvas for the Islanders. Jared McCann Glossy for Seattle. Evgeny Malkin Portraits. Sizzle Reel of Nazem Kadri. Young Guns Ryan Suzuki for Carolina. And Martin Necas, Colorado. Austin Matthews Glossy for Toronto. Sam Reinhart Encore and Hughes and Hughes, Compadres. Jesper Bratt Bustle for New Jersey. Ozzy Weisblatt. Young Guns for Nashville. Patrick Laine Portraits. 3 Young Guns so far in this one. So it looks like 3 or 4. Tage Thompson Buffalo. Jordan Binnington Tracking Systems, Cale Makar Compositions. Satisfying rip noise. Robert Thomas Encore, Erik Karlsson Cup Quest, and Ville Koivunen Young Guns for Pittsburgh. So that one had 4. It's very therapeutic. Jonathan Marchessault, Nashville. William Eklund Dazzlers, San Jose. And Delibor Dvorsky Dazzlers, rookie, St. Louis. Troy Terry Glossy for Anaheim. Tracking Systems Aiden Hill for Vegas. Anze Kopitar Compositions. Sizzle Reel of Kyle Connor. Matthew Robertson Young Guns for the Rangers. Austin Matthews Goal Oriented. Elias Pettersson, Canvas for Vancouver. Troy Terry Glossy for Anaheim. And William Eklund Portraits. Sizzle Reel Philip Forsberg for Nashville. Luca Cagnoni, Young Guns for San Jose. And Connor Bedard Cup Quest for Chicago. Juraj Slafkovsky, Glossy for Montreal. Jesper Bratt, Encore for New Jersey. McDavid and Draisaitl, Compadres. Tracking Systems, Charlie Lindgren for Washington. Jacob Melanson, Young Guns Seattle. And Cale Makar Portraits. Ryan Leonard, Glossy for Washington. Zach Werenski Bustle and Igor Shesterkin Cup Quest. Sebastian Aho Encore for Carolina. Linus Ullmark Portraits for Ottawa. And Sylvester Brindamore Young Guns for Carolina. Jake Ottinger, Orange Dazzlers for Dallas. Lucas Raymond, Detroit. And Ivan Demidov, Dazzlers Orange for the Montreal Canadiens. Nice one, Habs. Artem Levshinov, glossy for Chicago. Tracking system, Samuel Urson. Steven Stamkos, goal oriented. Evgeny Malkin, encore for Pittsburgh. Sizzle reel of Nathan McKinnon and Yanni Nyman. Young Guns for Seattle. Kalkar, canvas for Colorado. Ivan Demidov, glossy gold for the Montreal Canadiens, rookie. Cup Quest of Thatcher Demko. Sizzle reel of Quinn Hughes. Mark Gatcomb, Young Guns for the Islanders. And Jake Guentzel, compositions for the Islanders. Or for Tampa, sorry. Glossy Kirill Marchenko, Columbus. Jordan Kyrou, encore. Toffoli and Celebrini, Compadres. Oliver Moore, Young Guns canvas for Chicago. Delabor Dvorsky, Young Guns for St. Louis. And compositions of Tyler Toffoli for San Jose. Roman Josi, glossy for Nashville. Tracking systems, Jeremy Swayman, Nazem Kadri portraits. Thatcher Demko, encore for Vancouver. Brady Tkachuk, Bustle. Carson Dorwart, Young Guns for Philadelphia. Dazzlers, Tim Stützle for Ottawa. Sebastian Aho, Carolina. And Adrian Kempe, Dazzlers Orange for LA. Lucas Raymond, glossy for Detroit. Jonathan Marchessault, encore. And Tkachuk and Barkov, Compadres. Eichel and Stone, Compadres. Owen Sillinger, Young Guns for Columbus. Cup Quest of Tage Thompson. Jesper Bratt, glossy for New Jersey. Sam Reinhart, Bustle. And Matthew Barzal, compositions. Ilya Sorokin, encore for the Islanders. Clayton Keller, compositions. And Young Guns of Nikita Tolopilo for Vancouver. Travis Konechny, glossy for Philadelphia. Mackenzie Blackwood, tracking systems. Leon Draisaitl, portraits. Jimmy Snuggerud, encore for St. Louis. Sizzle reel of Sebastian Aho. Ivan Demidov, Young Guns for the Montreal Canadiens. There you go, Habs. Dylan Larkin, canvas for Detroit. Wyatt Johnston, Dallas gold. And Sam Reinhart, gold oriented. Sizzle reel of Kirill Marchenko, Jacob Quillen, Young Guns for Toronto, and Quinn Hughes compositions. Wonder if we'll get a second one. Dazzlers black of Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. Cool. Connor Bedard, Dazzlers, Chicago, and Pyotr Kochetkov, Carolina. Excuse me. Peric, Snuggerud. Be your other guys. Leonard as well, yeah. Artem Levshinov, Chicago Glossy, Brant Clark Encore, Aho Svechnikov. Will Smith, canvas for San Jose, Jacob Melanson. Young Guns for Seattle, Austin Matthews portraits. Austin Matthews Glossy for Toronto, tracking systems of Dustin Wolf, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins Cup Quest. Marco Rossi Encore for Minnesota, Matt Boldy Bustle. That's one of those only 2 hits. Tage Thompson Glossy for Buffalo, tracking systems Philip Grubauer, and compositions of Tim Stützle. Seth Jones Encore for Florida, a sizzle reel of Kent Johnson and Michael Callahan, Young Guns for Boston. Steven Stamkos canvas for Nashville, Nick Suzuki Glossy Montreal, and Tage Thompson portraits. Sizzle reel of Leon Draisaitl, Luca Cagnoni, Young Guns for San Jose, and Nathan McKinnon goal oriented. Jack Hughes, Dazzlers for New Jersey, Alexander Barkov, Florida, and Lane Hudson, Dazzlers for Montreal. Excuse me. Habs are doing very well. Ivan Demidov Glossy for the Montreal Canadiens. So that's why the tins are not bad when you're looking at these case breaks, because you're getting a lot of Demidov parallels that you can't get in the hobby. Lane Hudson, Bustle, and Cup Quest of Erik Karlsson. Pyotr Kochetkov Encore for Carolina, Logan Thompson Tracking Systems, and Ville Koivunen, Young Guns for Pittsburgh. Ross Colton, canvas for Colorado, Adam Fox Glossy Gold, Sean Monahan compositions. We'll do more breaks of them as well. They're great value breaks. There. Sergei Bobrovsky Sizzle Reel, Jimmy Snuggerud, Young Guns for St. Louis, and Jack Eichel goal oriented. Mark Stone, Glossy for Vegas, Artem Levshinov, Encore for Chicago, Alex DeBrincat, Dylan Larkin compadres. Evander Kane Bustle, Dylan Duke, Young Guns for Tampa, and compositions of for Utah of Clayton Keller. Yeah, I was surprised it took like 2 days to fill. Nick Suzuki Glossy for Montreal, tracking systems Yaroslav Askarov and Linus Ullmark portraits. I guess people hadn't seen them, and yeah. Adam Fantilli Encore for Columbus, Josh Morrissey portraits, and Owen Sillinger, Young Guns for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Oh, Black Dazzlers of Adam Fox, for the New York Rangers. Kyle Connor for the Jets. And Leon Draisaitl Dazzlers orange for Edmonton. And you're getting those exclusive orange Dazzlers as well. Which is cool. Where to go? No, they're not numbered, no. Victor Hedman glossy for Tampa. Ovechkin and Tom Wilson. Philip Forsberg compositions. Yeah, because in the you get different colors in the. Yeah, I think I'm not sure about the blacks, but I think the orange are only in tins, and I'm not sure what's in blasters. Can't remember what colors are in blasters, but I believe the orange are tins. Macklin Celebrini Encore. Igor Shesterkin Tracking System. Zane Parekh Young Guns for the Calgary Flames. Yeah, pinker in the hobby. Blue and pink in hobby. I think it's orange and black in tins, and I can't remember about blasters. I think you get red. You get red in the tins too. It's orange and red. Carter Verhaeghe. Travis Konechny glossy and Zach Werenski. I don't open enough of the tins normally to know, but I think, yeah. Jonathan Marchessault Bustle for Nashville. Jacob Skarek, Young Guns for the Islanders. And Jared McCann, Cup Quest. But you got to remember, there are exclusive content things that are only in hobby. Your high gloss, your exclusives, your deluxe, and your clear cuts are only in hobby. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Edmonton. Vince Dunn Encore and Sizzle Reel of Sidney Crosby. Sizzle Reel of Leo Carlson. Colton Duck, Young Guns for Chicago. Brandon Hagel Portraits. Yes. I know regular Outburst can. I've never seen a gold from a tin, but I don't know if they are or they aren't. I would imagine they're possible in tins, but I've definitely seen the regular Outburst, yes. Jared McCann, Seattle. Sizzle Reel of Owen Tippett. Goal-oriented Cole Caulfield. Yeah, we pulled. I think we pulled one in the tin the other night. We did. Lucas Raymond Encore, goal-oriented Jack Eichel and Sam Rinzel. Young Guns for Chicago. Jared McCann, Black Dazzlers for Seattle. Owen Tippett, Philadelphia. And Martin Necas for Colorado. Yeah, definitely good value for sure. Lucas Raymond glossy for Detroit. Tracking Systems Jake Ottinger. Jason Robertson compositions. Bustle of Austin Matthews for Toronto. Rory Cairns, Young Guns for Calgary. Leon Draisaitl, goal-oriented. Patrick Laine, Montreal Canvas. Alex Ovechkin, glossy gold. Matt Zuccarello Portraits. Sizzle Reel of Evan Bouchard, Victor Osman, Young Guns for Seattle, and Alex DeBrincat Cup Quest. Adam Fox, glossy for the Rangers, Alexander Barkov Encore, and Nazem Kadri Bustle. Sizzle reel of Owen Tippett, Donovan Sabrango, Young Guns for Ottawa, Seth Jarvis portraits. Wyatt Johnston glossy for Dallas, Sizzle reel of Jared McCann, and Cup Quest of Mitch Marner. Mort Sutter encore for Detroit, Brant Clark portraits, and Sam Morton Young Guns for the Calgary Flames. Red Dazzlers of Jared McCann for Seattle, Orange Alexis Lafreniere, and Ryan Leonard for Washington Dazzlers. 2 to go. Jared McCann, glossy for Seattle, tracking systems of Samuel Montembeault, Robert Thomas compositions. Mika Zibanejad encore for the Rangers, Alex Tuck-Bussell, Joakim Kemmel, Young Guns for Nashville. Clayton Keller, Utah Canvas, Jonathan Huberdeau glossy gold, and Kirill Marchenko gold oriented. Tracking systems, Joey Decord, Jacob Quillen, Young Guns for Toronto, and Wyatt Johnston portraits. Alex Ovechkin glossy for Washington, Nikita Kucherov encore, Sizzle reel of Sam Reinhart. Michael Callahan, Young Guns canvas for the Boston Bruins. Carter Mazur, Young Guns for Detroit, and Brant Clark portraits. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins glossy for Edmonton. Sizzle reel of David Pastrnak, Connor Hellebuck Cup Quest. Morgan Riley encore for Toronto, Forsberg and Yossi Compadres, Artem Levshinov, Young Guns for Chicago. Dazzlers of Zach Werenski for Columbus, William Nylander Toronto, and Cale Makar Dazzlers for Colorado. Final 10. And we get another debit. It happens sometimes. Alright, Gabe Perreault, glossy for the Rangers, tracking systems Pyotr Kochetkov and Sebastian Aho, Carolina. Kiefer Sherwood Bustle for Vancouver, Matthew Robertson, Young Guns for the Rangers, Josh Morrissey portraits. Canvas Troy Terry for Anaheim, Ryan Leonard, glossy for Washington gold, and Braden Point gold oriented. Tracking systems Linus Ullmark, Oliver Moore, Young Guns for Chicago, and compositions of Kyle Connor. Jonathan Huberdeau, glossy for Calgary, Gabe Perreault encore, and Sizzle reel of Austin Matthews. Tracking systems Joseph Woll, Cam Lund, Young Guns for San Jose, Matthew Tkachuk, portraits. Zane Perrick, glossy for Calgary, Hellebuck and Morrissey, and Zach Hyman Cup Quest. Mackenzie Blackwood Encore for Colorado, Braden Point Goal Oriented, and Aussie Wise Black Young Guns for the Nashville Predators. All right, our final glossy pack, or Dazzlers pack, sorry. Not that way. There we go. All right, Bowen Byram, Buffalo, Tage Thompson, Buffalo, and Columbus of Zach Werenski. All right, that does it for our 12-case tin of Series 1. Break number 18012. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks very much.